I'm gonna mute you guys. Nothing. Yeah, just a mat. You might want a block. Grab a block just for kicks. Are you okay with this behind you, Jordan? Let's get Zoom. Are you okay with that? It's just my mom and Lisa. And Susan. Oh yay, Susie Q.
Lisa, can you hear her?
Oh. No. Give me a minute, Mom. Mom, 1 minute. Hear me now? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Yes?
Can't hear you,
Good.
Katie.
So mute yourself again, Mama. Mute. Okay, guys, let's do this thing.
Lisa, can you hear her?
No, Angel. All right, everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Quick announcements. I have my embodiment class coming up on Saturday here in this space, 7 to 9 p.m. It's yoga. The yoga is a little more free-flowing than my regular classes. I just get us into a little more intuitive type movement, and I also give permission for people to just do whatever they want. So sometimes people come to this class that are like, I don't really like yoga, or I have this injury where I can't do chaturangas, and I'm like, you're totally good. Like, if you just want to lay on your mat and do your own stretching during the yoga part, that's fine. Victoria, who's not here today, she came to one of my embodiment classes and she literally sat through the entire yoga part like this. I was like, wow, that takes some focus. It's awesome. So you can do total permission to do whatever you want. But yeah, so it's yoga, breath work, and then sound. My 3 favorite modalities. And it's $30. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I love to answer questions about this stuff. So yeah. If you're not busy this weekend, this Saturday, I'd love to have you. And then if you guys don't know Hillary, this is Hillary. She's a private practitioner here in this space, and she does her own events like a couple times a month usually. And do you want to, what's your next event coming up?
So starting April, I've got some for Saturday through August. I'm going to be doing a workshop for a couple of people. So stay tuned. I'll be posting my and most of my work I do with private deep checks, kind of couples and singles, men and women looking to really dive into a deeper connection with themselves, intimacy, safety, great sexual expressions. Yeah, I'm actually planning like the next few events for the next few months right now. But
awesome.
Yeah, Thank Monday. You. Yeah, right now I have Monday nights on the 2nd.
Thank you. And then I'll also just say I'm starting, most of you guys have seen it, but my own little breathwork facilitator training that's coming up next month. It's online, and then there's an in-person component at the end, which is just a weekend intensive. And I just keep telling people, like, even if you don't have the desire to facilitate big classes of breathwork, it's such a good tool to have in your toolbox to use even just one-on-one or in small groups of friends. And also, half of the training is just personal development work. So it's not just learning to facilitate, it's like going inward and learning about yourself as well. So if you're interested, ask me questions after class. The website is breathandbodyschool.com. Okay, let's do yoga. practice. So I'm going to say, start on your backs today. Go ahead and lay down. And as you lay down, maybe it feels good to just kind of stretch or move a little bit. Maybe you want to take your arms long, your legs long, full body stretch. Maybe you want to hug your knees in, kind of rock a little bit from side to side. Maybe you just want to give yourself a little temple massage or jaw massage. And eventually come to rest in any position that feels good to you. So personally, I love constructive rest pose. It's feet on the ground with knees bent, and then feet are wider than your hips, and your knees can kind of fall in towards one another. If you want some gentle hip opening, maybe you do the opposite, feet together, knees apart. Maybe you're in Shavasana with legs extended, arms out by your sides. Maybe you want to bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. So eventually just close your eyes, find stillness, and take a moment to really fully arrive in this space. So you all have arrived here physically, obviously. Now see if you can let yourself arrive here energetically, emotionally, mentally. So whatever you've got going on in your life later on today, whatever stress might be happening, that just kind of falls away for now, and just feel your body on the ground. Feel the weight of your body on the ground. Feel the sensation of the air on your skin, your clothes on your skin. Start to notice sounds. See if you can take your awareness for a moment to the furthest away sound you can hear. To really expand your awareness of sound and focus on that furthest away sound. And then switch it up and bring your awareness to the closest sound you can hear. Maybe that's a sound that comes from inside your own body even. Start to, if you haven't already, feel into your breath and connect with your breath. So notice the rise and fall, the expansion and contraction. And perhaps you even use your imagination to visualize your breath flowing through. Next time you breathe in, everybody fill up as big as you can. Imagine you can breathe all the way down into your toes, out into your fingers, up into the crown of your head. Hold. And then as you are ready, just open your mouth and great big sigh. Ah. Very nice. Let's do that a couple more times. Huge inhalation. Fill up every little space. Hold and let your breath circulate around inside. And then as you are ready, just great big sigh, let it go. Ah. Nice job, friends. One more time. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Pause in fullness. Feel this breath inside of you, this prana, this life force. And release out your mouth. Very nice. Seal your lips now. And begin to drop into what's called Ujjayi breath. So it's in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So the inhale is just like you're taking a really deep, slow motion gasp. The exhale is like you're fogging up a window with your lips sealed over the breath. So see if you can start to not only feel your breath, but also hear your breath as it flows through. Like an ocean wave or a gentle whisper. Keep your breath moving and flowing. And draw your knees towards your belly. So lift your feet off the ground, hug your knees in gently, and just rock for a moment side to side. Give your low back a nice little massage against the ground. And then eventually let both of your knees fall over to the right side for a supine twist. So knees go right. You can either extend your left arm out to the left or cactus your left arm. Just let it rest. Gaze up or over your left shoulder. Breathe all the way down into your belly. See if you can still feel those big, spacious inhales moving down the length of your torso. And exhale all the way to emptiness, and see if you can kind of just let your body melt a little more into the twists. Take just a couple more rounds here. Nice job, friends. End of your next exhalation, bring your knees back through center and take just a moment to neutralize. That can look however you want it to. You can rock it out gently. You can give your knees a big squeeze. You could even take a full body stretch. And then eventually, other side. So knees go left, right arm out to the right, or a cactus position with your right arm. Gaze up or over right shoulder and focus on sending your breath all the way down into your belly. So when we are twisted, it's definitely a little bit harder to breathe into our bellies. So you might put just a little extra effort or a little extra awareness behind your breath. Soften your face, your forehead, your jaw. Take a couple more rounds on this side. And then when you feel pretty much even on both sides, come back to center. And just for a moment, rock side to side. But then eventually, we'll start to rock forward and back along our spine. Build up a little bit of momentum. Take a few rocks and make these rocks as smooth as you can. When you are ready, we'll meet on hands and knees. So cross your ankles and just roll over to your feet. You'll probably have to kind of crawl back to get nice and centered on your yoga mat. But once you're on hands and knees, intuitive movement. So anything that would feel good in your body. You can start with cat-cows if you're not sure what to do. You can start with just that flexion and extension of your spine. And then from there, start to get a little curious or creative. I personally love closing my eyes to get out of my head. So if you have trouble getting out of your head, if you're looking around, watching other people, if that voice is saying, am I doing this right? Do I look weird? Is anyone watching me? See if you can just let that go. Close your eyes and feel your body. Put your awareness in your spine. Put your awareness in your hips. Put your awareness in your hands. Yeah. Like a child's pose it out. Come all the way forward towards cobra, up dog. You can get really curious even about your shoulder blades, even about your elbows. So take about 3 to 5 more rounds, just moving in this way. And eventually, downward facing dog is where we will end up. So in your own time and even in your own way, downward facing dog pose. And then once you are back in your dog pose, friends, same thing. Just feel around, just explore. Pedal out your heels. Might give your head a little shake or a little nod. See if in your down dog, you can find a connection to your center. So if you are not sure how far apart your hands and your feet should be, you can come forward to a plank position, just like you're about to do a push-up. And then without moving hands or feet, just lift your hips and press them back. Maybe you bend your knees a lot. So try to resist the urge to walk your feet forward and stand on your feet. See if you can use your hands as your strong foundation, and then use your core to lift you out of your hands, out of your wrists, out of your shoulders. Yeah, nice, Callie. So imagine, I always say this, you guys who come often, you've heard it a million times, but imagine you've got an invisible rope. It's attached to your belly button and it's pulling up. It's tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So feel that lift that comes from your center. Take one more inhale, everyone, into your dog poses. And then as you exhale, just look forward and however you want to find your way to the top of your mat, forward fold. Good. Hang out in your fold for a few rounds. I personally prefer my feet at least hips width distance apart for this first one. This gives your pelvis and your hips a little more space. You might grab opposite elbows for ragdoll. You might sway, bounce, bob. So notice where you're holding the weight in your feet and try not to rock back into your heels and lock out your knees, but instead, bring your weight more forward, so more in your toes and the balls of your feet. You want it to feel like if I came up behind you and I wanted to slide a piece of paper under your heels, you'd be able to lift them up really easily. And then use that same connection to center. That invisible rope is pulling up on your belly button straight up towards the ceiling. Lift your butt towards the sky, crown towards the ground. Try not to roll onto the outer edges of your feet, but really press into the inner edges as well. Take one more round in your fold. As you breathe in, halfway lift position, Ardha Uttanasana. Get all the rounding out of your back. Stick your butt out. Exhale, fold and bow. Do that once more. Halfway lift. Feel your connection to center here. Navel to spine as you lengthen. Exhale, fold. From the press of your feet, heart leads all the way up. Rise, arms reach, stretch tall. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's flow for just a moment. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, dive down slowly. So hinge at your hips. A big bend in your knees might feel really nice on your low back. Inhale to your halfway lift. Stick your butt out and see if you can even broaden through your sit bones. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet, lead with your heart, reverse swan dive all the way up, arms to the sky, big full body stretch, side body is long, nice, Kate. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's take that just once more. Maybe try closing your eyes. Inhale, reach. So from the inside, feel yourself dive down. Exhale. Feel your body move through space. As you breathe in, find the length of your spine. Grow long. Good. Nice, Hillary. Exhale, fold. Then find emptiness. Feel that connection of your center and use it to rise all the way up. Big stretch at the top. And exhale, hands to heart. Nice job, friends. All right. Inhale, arms reach up. And then as you exhale this time, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. If your tendency is to lock out your elbows like I am doing right now, see if you can try something different today. Bend your elbows, press your palms together like they're suction cupped, and then squeeze your elbows towards each other. Keep all of that. Imagine just your fingers are super glued together and you're trying to pull your fingers apart. Keep all of that, reach your hands back, and then maybe lift your heart up. As you puff up through your chest, do not collapse your head back. Keep your neck strong so you're extending back. Press your hips forward, but hug in with your inner thighs. Take one more great big in-breath. Hinge at your hips, exhale all the way down. Keep your clasp. Hang out in your forward fold for a couple rounds. With your fingers interlaced. If it helps, bend your knees more, lift your butt, lift your sit bones, relax your neck, give your head a little shake. Yes, no, maybe so. See if you can lift your knuckles up. Take one more big in-breath. Good job. Nice, Michaela. Exhale, hands to low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms hang down. You can give them a little shake out. Halfway lift on an inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. Pause here. Move into side plank. Right hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of right foot. Left arm to the sky. If you want, you are more than welcome to bring right knee or right forearm down to modify. Otherwise, lift your hips really, really high. So imagine you're trying to create a rainbow or an arch shape with your body. Left arm might reach forward, work the length in your left side. Your left leg might even float up. Take one more big, huge breath. Very nice. Slowly, plank or modified plank. So find your strength. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Push the ground away. One strong straight line. Exhale all the way to your belly. Nice. Okay, as you inhale, Spider-Man Cobra. Hands out wide. Fingertips on the hardwood floor, elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your chest. Tone your belly, press through your pelvis and shoelaces. As you exhale, little twist to your right, left shoulder dips down. Good. Inhale, come back through center, press into your fingertips, lift your heart. Exhale, twist. Nice, Janet. Inhale, back to center. And either take it one more time each way, or you can take a different variation of a heart opener if you'd rather. And then in your next few rounds, however you want to get there, downward facing dog. Ujjayi breath, fire it up. So feel it and hear it. Use it to keep your muscles nice and warm. Use it to hold you in every single pose. So feel your inhales create a sense of lightness and buoyancy. Feel your exhales connect you back to your center, to your intrinsic strength. Next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. And then pause, peel your right hip open, everybody. So bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and up. See if you can feel the outside of your right butt cheek squeezing and use that. It's called your medial glute to lift your right knee a little bit higher. Hug in with your left inner thigh so you still feel your strong core. Take one more big inhale here. Nice job, you guys. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up. Nice, Sue. Open your right hip. Exhale, right to right. So get as high as you can on your right arm. Yes, inhale, back up. Awesome, Lizzie. Open up. So learn to articulate through your hip. Exhale, knee to your nose. Scoop out your belly. This time, stay here as you breathe in and see if you can lift higher through your waistline. Lift higher onto your back tiptoes. Step forward as you exhale. So soft. Very nice. Take a moment to just stretch your legs. So anything that feels good to you. Feel around. Doesn't have to be too fancy. When you are ready, next couple breaths, crescent lunge is where we'll meet. Thanks, Callie. So feet are on two train tracks, not a balance beam. All 10 toes face forward. Hips are square. And the stability comes by hugging in. So your front hip pulls back, your back hip pulls forward. The goal is not to sink into it, it's to find the balance. So find your strong foundation through your legs and then grow your upper body into your own unique expression. So that doesn't mean you need to do anything physically different, but feel into your pose. Breathe into your pose. Feel in this moment. Feel yourself in crescent lunge, your breath flowing through. Take one more big inhale, taking all the sensations. As you exhale, bring your hands to the ground and we're gonna twist. So left hand on the ground or left hand on a block, right arm to the sky. So start right here and feel the strength in your legs. So push with your back toes. It's like the power of the pose is coming from your back toes, moving through your back leg, and then connecting right at your center. You can stay where you're at, or here's your option. Walk your left fingertips off the left edge of your mat, or you might take a block with you. Reach your right fingertips back and see if you can turn your heart to look up. Yeah, nice, Cam. Legs stay strong. Awesome work. You guys look so good. Take one more big deep breath. Nice, Paul. End of your exhale, release. Walk your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. All right, inhale to a halfway lift position. And then as you come into halfway lift, see if you can find your center so much that you can reach your arms out to both sides. So root through your feet, engage your core, reach your arms out like you have great big wings, palms face down. And imagine you're trying to press your arms up and your chest down at the same time. Feel your back muscles fire. Yeah, so nice. Take one more inhale, lengthen in every direction. Exhale, let it go. Wide-legged forward fold, or you're welcome to explore. So feel free to play and move, or just hold and breathe. Whatever you choose to do, wherever you choose to go, big deep breaths are right there with you. Nice job, friends. Awesome, Jill. So if nothing else, just stay on your mat, in your body, with your breath. So I know there's the temptation to do something more interesting in your mind, to figure something out. Just come back over and over again. Take one or two more rounds. You can exhale out your mouth if you'd like. All right, fingertips back to the ground. So wherever you're at, fingertips to the ground. And then crawl your hands forward, rotate your toes forward, come back into a low lunge position. From your low lunge, root into your front foot. And then listen, this is a big movement. We're gonna come all the way up to standing staff. So right foot roots down and rise all the way up. Left knee lifts, arms reach up. Find your balance here. Hug in with your inner thighs. Flex your left toes. We'll twist left arm back, right arm forward, or right hand to the outside of your left thigh or knee. Sometimes I also like bringing my left hand to my low back, and you can use your arms as a little bit of leverage. Get nice and tall through your spine, broad through your collarbones in the front of your shoulders. Breathe down into your belly. Work your twist as you exhale. Take just about two more. Hug with your inner thighs. Good. See if you can stay balanced and ever so slowly unwind. Arms reach up. You might even extend your left leg. And then curtsy squat. Swing your left leg around. Left toes off the right edge of your mat. Hands to heart center. Get low. Square your hips. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. And rather than looking down at the ground, see if you can lengthen through your low spine. Reach your tailbone down. Lowen your legs. Good job. Some of you are pulsing. You absolutely are welcome to do that, or just hold two more breaths. Breathe into that heat in your legs. Soften your face. Next, inhale, arms reach up, high mountain, both feet on your mat. Hands to heart, exhale. All right, bring your hands to your shoulders or fingertips to shoulders. We're gonna do a little Kundalini breathwork Kriya. So inhale to the left, exhale to the right, and you wanna be twisting from here, not from your arms, not from your head. Yep, join me whenever you're ready. Inhale left, exhale right. From your center, feel that twist coming right from your waistline. You can keep your head looking straight forward or move your head with your upper body. Keep your feet rooted. Feel your strong core, just about 10 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Reach your arms up, interlace fingers, steeple index. Inhale and hold at the top. Hold, 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 hold. Mula Bandha, root lock, hold, hold, hold. And let it go, let your arms fall down. Just kind of shake it out. And then eventually just stand in mountain pose with your arms by your sides. Close your eyes and feel yourself standing from the inside out. Feel yourself as an energetic being. All that energy inside of you. Slow, deep breaths. Bring back your ujjayi, slow and steady. Good job, friends. Next inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, slow dive. Halfway lift with your inhalation, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank, pause. Side plank, left hand is your base this time. Roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot, or left knee, left forearm can come down to make it your own if you'd rather. If your bottom knee is not on the ground, nice, Kay, lift your hips so high. So you want to use your left side abdominals to hold you as much as possible. Take weight out of your left wrist and shoulder. Maybe right arm forward and breathe into that length on your right side. Maybe right leg floats up. Awesome, Jody. Good job, everyone. Beautiful. One last huge breath. Nice, Kate. Slow motion back to plank or modified plank. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale and push the ground away. Exhale slowly all the way to your belly. One strong straight line. Nice, Hillary. So come to your belly and then Spider-Man Cobra, but you might not lift quite as high this time. We're going to do something a little bit different. Bend your right knee, press into your right fingertips, roll up onto your outer left hip. Reach your right toes towards the ground behind you like a scorpion tail. And then if possible, stay up on your fingertips, but let your left shoulder kind of dip down and feel that stretch there. Yeah, nice job. Take one more deep breath. And then slowly unwind. And we'll just do the same thing other side. So right leg extends now, left knee bends. Press into left fingertips. Roll up onto the outside of your right hip. Left tiptoes reach towards the ground behind you like a scorpion tail. And if you want more, even reach your left toes up towards your right hand. Let your right shoulder dip down. Good. End of your exhale, slowly come back to center. Any back bend you'd like to take, any heart opener. And then find your way back to your down dog. All right. Ujjayi breath. Inhale your left leg to the sky. And then try not to shift through your hands or your shoulders as you peel your hip open. So try not to sink into your right shoulder. Try not to sink into your right hand. Bend your left knee, reach your left knee out and up. Feel your medial glute, the outside of your left butt cheek, squeeze. For some reason, we have the hardest time getting that muscle to engage. See if you can lift your left knee just a tiny bit higher, active through your left foot. Imagine you're squeezing a rolled up invisible washcloth behind your left knee, trying to wring it out. One more inhale. Yes, exhale, left knee, right elbow, twist. Push the ground away as you come forward. Inhale, back up. Articulate through your left hip, open. Yeah, you got it, nice trace. X, left knee to left elbow, or even aim for your armpit, aim high. Inhale, back up, open up. So nice, then last one, knee to your nose, curl in, hollow out. Stay here for an extra inhale. Push the ground away, lift it back, tippy toes, step through softly. Good, take your time. So maybe a couple of breaths, just stretching your legs, whatever feels good on this side. Yeah, regulate your breath, slow it down. And then crescent lunge. Start to rise and settle in when you're ready. Good. So find that stability through your legs. Your legs are your foundation. Hug in with your inner thighs. Pull front hip back. And draw back hip forward energetically. And automatically when you do that, you'll get a tone in your lowest, deepest abdominals. Nice, Callie. It's called your transverse, supports your low back. Lift your heart. And then maybe today you feel like softening a little through your hands and your elbows. Maybe today you feel like spreading your fingers super wide, shooting energy out your fingertips. Maybe you feel like smiling. So feel into your pose. Feel into your breath. One more inhale. Yay, beautiful. Exhale, hands come down. Add your twist, right hand on the ground or a block, left arm up. Strong legs. So if you want to modify, of course, you can bring your back knee down, but if your back knee is lifted, then your back leg is strong. Almost like the power of the pose is coming from your back leg, moving into your core, meeting right at your center. If you want to, option to walk your right hand off the right edge of your mat. And I personally just stay up on my right fingertips. Left fingertips, reach back. So it's like you're trying to touch the person behind you. Let your heart look up at the sky. Try not to collapse through your legs, strong legs. Beautiful, amazing. One more big deep breath. Feel into your pose. Nice, Janet. Slow release. And then all the way over. Bring your hands to the right long edge of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. We're going to do something a little bit different this time. Halfway lift position. Just bring your hands to your hips. And then all the way up to a stand. Rise. Good. Pivot your toes in, heels in, toes out. Bend your knees, hands to thighs. So you're in a wide-legged squat. And then make sure your knees are right over your ankles. So if you need to adjust your legs, please do. So if your heels are inside your knees or outside your knees, adjust. Sit low and try to press down through the outer edges of your feet. And imagine you're pressing your knees towards the wall behind you. Take a little sway from side to side as you breathe. Next time you inhale, standing cow pose, stick your butt out, lift your heart up, widen your knees. Exhale, twist towards the back of the room. So left shoulder dips down, gaze over right, hold here for a full round of breath. Through center with your next inhale, stay in your legs, stay low. Exhale towards the front, full breath, press your knees nice and wide. Twist, twist, twist. Little faster now. Inhale through center. Exhale to the back. All the way to empty. Inhale, center. Stay low. Exhale to front. Nice job. Inhale, center. And I'm just going to say stay here as long as you want. Play here as long as you want. Eventually, we're all going to come back into our wide-legged fold. So whenever you're ready, you can make your way back into your wide-legged fold however you would like to. You've got about 5 breaths wherever you want to go. And just notice whatever there is to notice. Sensation in your body. Get curious about it. So rather than being afraid of sensation, see if you can approach it with curiosity. What is it trying to tell you? Nice job, friends. If you're working somewhere, slowly start to wrap it up. And then fingertips to the ground. Start to crawl your hands to the top of your space and rotate your toes forward so you're back to a low lunge. Remember, we've got our big movement standing all the way up, root into left foot, all the way up. If you need to, you can use your right foot to help you up. Standing staff, right knee lifts, arms reach, hugging with your inner thighs. So I like to imagine I'm zipping a zipper up through my midline, hugging in, lifting up. Active through your right foot. When something's active, it's a lot easier to hold. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, we'll twist to the right. Right arm swings back. Left arm reaches forward, or left hand to the outside of your right knee. And if you want, right hand to your sacrum. See if you can keep your shoulders really broad. Keep your spine really long. Breath deep. Breathe down into your belly. Use your exhales to twist. 2 more breaths. So nice, you guys. And if you're falling in and out, meet yourself right there. Good job. That means you've challenged yourself. That's part of this practice. Let's slowly come back to staff. So unwind. If possible, stay balanced. Maybe even extend right leg. Inhale. Curtsy, squat, articulate through your right hip, swinging your right leg around, right toes off the left edge of your mat, hands to heart, like you're doing a curtsy with your hands at heart center. Yes, keep your spine long and try not to look down at the ground. If you want to, you can pulse. Otherwise, just hold nice and low, breathe. Notice if you tend to roll onto the outer edge of your front foot, press into the inner edge as well. Couple more rounds. Feel that heat building in your legs. You have the capacity to hold it. Breathe into it. Ah, nice work. Next inhalation, high mountain, arms reach up, stretch. Hands to heart, exhale. We're gonna go right into our little breath exercise. Same thing we did before, fingertips to shoulders. Inhale left, exhale right. In Kundalini, it's a strong exhale in and out through your nose. It's not Ujjayi, it's just nostril breathing. Really, you do whatever works best for you. Inhale left, exhale right. Just make sure the breath is there. It's coming from your center, from your waistline. Your hips aren't moving. Your feet are rooted firmly. Good. About 10 more. Strong, powerful breath, side to side. Feel your center, feel the twist. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach your arms up, interlace, steeple index. Hold at the top of your inhale. Hold, hold, hold. Mula Bandha, root lock. Seal everything in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Get taller and big. Sigh. Let everything go. You gotta shake it out. And then stand, mountain pose, arms by your sides. Close your eyes, feel yourself standing as an energetic being, all that energy inside of you. Tune in, connect. Feel now your slow, steady breath. So come back to your Ujjayi. Regulate your breath, soften your face. Inhale, arms reach up, high mountain. Slow swan dive, exhale all the way down. Kate. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank, pause. Once again, listen. One arm at a time with your strong core. Come down to your forearms, forearm plank. Yes, so elbows under shoulders. Forearms either parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide, and especially press into thumbs and index. If you want to modify, you can tripod your hands instead. So find your strong shoulders, push into the ground with your forearms, and feel your shoulder girdle really firing. Back of your neck is long, gaze is down, draw your belly button in and up. Breathe into your back body. All right, so you already feel so strong. Keep that strength. Don't let your elbows drift apart. Don't lose your connection to center. Imagine the invisible rope in your belly button. It starts to pull up towards the sky. Walk your toes in and lift your hips up, dolphin pose. So get your hips as high as they will go. Don't let your elbows drift apart. Don't let your head touch the ground. So press down through the belly of your forearms. Use your strong core. You've got about 3 or 4 more breaths. Lift. Yeah. You can, if you would like, play. Maybe you lift one leg, maybe you hop. If you're holding, relax your neck and imagine you're trying to press your heart towards the back of the room. Just a couple more. Exhale out your mouth anytime. You guys are so much stronger than your mind tells you are. All right. When you're ready, just calm down. Child, embryo, or even heroes, just kneeling meditation. I think embryo feels nice here to relax the shoulders. So embryo is just hands back towards your heels. Breathe into your low back. Just notice whatever there is to notice. Feel whatever there is to feel. Next time you inhale, come up to tabletop or transition to tabletop. So hands and knees. And we're going to move into a modified side plank. So pivot on your right knee. Your right foot comes out like a little kickstand. Left leg reaches back and then left arm to the sky. So the tendency here is to stick your butt out behind you. See if you can squeeze through your outer right butt cheek, that medial glute again, and press your hips forward. Nice, Cam. Maybe reach your left arm forward and feel the length of your left side. Left foot can stay down or left foot can float up. If your left leg floats up, make your left leg strong and powerful. Stay here, final option, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Once you've got it, little bit of leverage to work your pose. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Try not to kick your foot up. Try to kick it back and let your heart look up. Let your hips open. Breathe down into your belly. One last huge deep breath. Nice, Mikkel. Beautiful, friend. Slowly let it go. Unwind. Hands and knees. From hands and knees, extend your right leg now out to the right. Toes face forward and your heel comes straight out from your hip. Left arm out to the left, all the way up as high as you can reach. Breathe in. And then thread your left arm underneath. Reach through. Rest on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. If there's any way you want to work this pose on your own, you're more than welcome to do so. Really focus on breathing into your back body, back of your heart, back of your ribs, back of your solar plexus area, all the way down into your low back. Nice job, you guys. Just a couple more. Soften your face. Take your exhales all the way to emptiness. And if you do happen to have your right hand lifted, bring your right hand back to the earth. On an inhalation, unthread your left arm. Reach it out and up one more time. And then left hand down. Pick up your right foot, swing your right leg all the way over. So right toes off the left edge of your mat. I like mine curled under. Some people like to point their toes, so it's up to you. Pull your hips first over to the right just a bit and then gaze back over your left shoulder. So try to use your entire right side to look back over your shoulder, not just your head, not just your eyeballs. You might lean to one side, you might round or arch, rock forward or back. One more deep breath. Good, and then back to tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And open your right hip again. You are more than welcome to stay right here, hold right here, or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down, right arm reaches forward, heart forward. And imagine your heart wants to look in the front wall. See if you can let it strong through your back body. Nice, Jody. Good, Susan. Take one more big in-breath down into your belly. And then come back, everyone, three-legged dog. If you need to, you can set your right foot down and re-extend. Take an inhale to lengthen your right leg. Exhale, step your right foot through low lunge. And then rise up to warrior two. Back heel pivots down. Cartwheel your arms up. So take just a moment, settle in, slow deep breaths. Your front knee tracks open towards your pinky toe. Your back foot is strong, root through the inner and outer edge of your back foot. Back leg is strong. Next time you breathe in, side angle, reach forward like you want to touch the front wall. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, just tip it over. Right hand towards the ground or right elbow to your right thigh. Left arm up or left arm forward. Half or full bind is more than welcome if you want to take it. So your own variation. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek underneath. Stay open through your heart, open through the front of your hips. Nice, Trace. All right, from here, my friends, we're moving into half moon. So if you want to take a block with you, please feel free. Reach your right hand forward and float your left foot off the ground, strong through your left leg. Squeeze your outer right butt cheek, that medial glute. That's what's gonna help you open your hips. You can stay where you are at, or if you want, bind, bend your left knee, grab hold of your foot, Ardha Chandra Chapasana. You got this. Good work wherever you're at, your personal fullest expression. Take one last huge round. Forward fold, nice and easy. Bring your left foot down next to right. Once you're there, you can kind of shake your right leg out, pedal out your heels. Bring your big toes together, little gap in between your heels, tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. Heels can press down to work ankle flexibility, or heels can lift up to work strength. The higher you lift your heels, the closer you can get your nose to your knees, the closer you can get your butt to the ground, and maybe you even wrap your arms around your shins and squeeze, get as compact as you can as you exhale. Good job, friends. Take one more breath in your tiny little ball. Inhale, halfway lift. Set your heels down, grow your spine long. You can widen your stance if you want to. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank, move through your own vinyasa however you would like, and we'll end up in a tabletop. So if you want to move back to down dog and then set your knees down, that's fine. From tabletop, modified side plank, left side this time. So pivot on your left knee. Bring your right leg back, right arm up, open. So in this pose where we're a little sturdier, we're not trying to balance. See if you can feel your outer left glute fire up to open your hips more, to press your hips forward. Again, it's such a hard muscle for a lot of us to even feel and get to engage. So start to get curious about it. Maybe right arm forward, maybe right leg floats up. And if your right leg floats up, make sure your right foot is active, your right leg is strong. Final option, only if you want to take it, bend your right knee, grab hold of your foot. And then once you've got your foot, gentle leverage, let your heart look up, let your hips open. Kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. Spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand. Last big breath. Nice, Jill. Slow release. Tabletop, hands and knees. And then from hands and knees, left leg straight out. Toes face forward. Heel comes straight out from your hip. So your foot's not behind you. It's not in front of you. It's straight out to the side. Right arm out and up. Breathe in. And then thread it through as you exhale. Gently rest on the outside of shoulder, outside of head. Oh, 3 more. Breathe into your back body a lot. More awareness in your back body. If you do happen to have left hand lifted, bring your left hand back down. On an inhalation, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up one more time. And then bring your right hand down. Take your left foot, lift it up, swing it all the way off the right edge of your mat. Toes can be tucked or untucked, that's up to you. Pull your hips left, gaze back over right shoulder. Lengthen your left side, breathe into that length, feel into that length. Last big breath. And then come back, regular tabletop, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high. Peel your left hip open. Engage your outer left glute, your medial glute. Feel it squeeze. You can stay right here or option to flip. Left foot comes down. Good. Reach forward, heart forward. Lift your hips. Feel the strength in your back body. One more huge breath. Beautiful, Kate. Nice. Callie, come back. Three-legged dog. If you want, you can set your left foot down and then re-extend. Everybody lengthen your left leg high. Inhale. And as you exhale, step it forward. And then warrior two. Back heel pivots down. Cartwheel your arms up. Take a moment. Settle in. Find your breath. Left toes forward. Right toes to the right. Left butt cheek wraps underneath your body. And your front knee tracks towards your pinky toe. Inhale. Legs stay the same, but start to reach for the front wall like you want to touch it. Reach, 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 reach. When you can't reach anymore, just your arms have to change. Left arm towards the ground, right towards the sky. Or maybe right arm wants to reach forward. Maybe you want to rest your left elbow on your thigh. Maybe you want to half or full bind it. So whatever works for you on this side, wherever you want to go, or if you just want to explore and get curious, awesome. Take about 2 more rounds in your side angle. And then you know where we're headed, into our balancing half moon. So as you are ready, and you're welcome to use your block, reach your left hand forward. So bend and launch off your front foot, back foot lifts. I guess I should say launch off your back foot. I don't know. Keep your heart open, keep your hips open, keep your back legs strong. And if you would like, option to bind. Bend your right knee, reach back and grab your foot. It's just like it was on the ground from hands and knees, but now you're balancing on one foot. Engage through your left medial glute. Let the front of your hips open more wherever you are at. One last huge breath, your personal fullest expression. Slowly, mindfully forward fold, top of your space. Give your left leg a nice little shake out. And pedal out your heels. Big toes touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl, tiny little potato bug ball. And then if you want, only if you want, invitation to turn it into a toe stand for a little balance challenge. So hug in with inner heels, inner knees, inner thighs. See if you can point your knees straight forward. Bring your hands to your heart, balancing on your tiptoes. The balance comes by hugging towards midline, zipping up. Soft face, couple more breaths. Good job. Next time you inhale, heels down, spine long, halfway lift. You can adjust your stance if you want. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Vinyasa, however you would like. See you back in downward facing dog. All right, inhale your right leg to the sky. Pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat. Gently set your body down. So take this however you want. If you'd rather take it on your back or in a seat, totally fine with me. If you're taking regular pigeon, you want your right knee towards the outer right edge of your mat, not midline. So if your knee is at the middle of your mat, you're not getting the external rotation in your hip. So you want your knee nice and wide, just like we would do in a lunge. You want to hug in, pull your front hip back, back hip forward. So you don't need your hands. You can hold yourself and then keep pulling your front hip back as you take your heart forward. So what that does, it plugs the femur bone into the hip socket, so you're not just sinking into your joints and exploiting your hypermobility. You're actually stabilizing your joint, stretching the muscle there. Use your slow, spacious breaths. Each exhale, think of it as an invitation to soften. And notice, have you gone somewhere else in your mind? Our minds are always searching for something more interesting to think about. So remind your mind that your body is interesting, that your breath is interesting. Start to get even more curious about the sensations inside of you. Can you breathe all the way down into your hips? Maybe visualize your breath, use your imagination. See if there's something somewhere inside of you, whether it's physical or energetic, that you can let go of with your exhales. Take just about 3 to 5 more rounds. So if it feels like a lot, it's intense, it's too much, give it somewhere to go. Breathe it out your mouth. Last couple. And then slowly, friends, as you're ready, you can start to find your way back to down dog, however you want. So if you want to just move back to a 3-legged dog, give your right leg a nice little shake out. Awesome. If you want to move through a vinyasa, wonderful. If there's some other type of movement you want to take, some cat-cows, child's pose, feel free. See you back eventually in your down dog. Once you're back in your dog pose, just walk it out. Maybe notice right versus left. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, pigeon pose. Left shin forward. Gently bring your body down. And if this side feels different and you want to take a different variation, of course, please honor that. Big, spacious breaths. So since we hold this for a little while, you don't need to push yourself like 200% right in the beginning. You go like 75, 80%, and then breath by breath, get just a little deeper. And all you need to do to go deeper once you're in pigeon, once you're bowing forward, is scoot your back knee back a tiny bit. Keep pulling your left butt cheek back and up like there's an invisible rope now attached to your left butt cheek, pulling back and up. Anytime it feels like too much, remember you've got your big open mouth size. Breath is so powerful, use it. Take about 4 or 5 more on this side. I will ultimately leave it up to you So when you feel pretty much even on both sides, no rush, find your way back to one final down dog. If you're already on your back and you would like to wait for us there, that's fine. Just take some neutralizing movements on your back. If you're moving back into down dog, anything that would feel good to get there once you're there. So maybe you want to take one final vinyasa. Now would be your time. And then, my friends, from your dog pose, everybody in your next couple breaths or so, just slowly, mindfully find your way down onto your back. You can face whichever direction you want. Once you're on your back, if there's any movements that would feel good right away, take them. Maybe you want to take a big full body stretch. Maybe you want to hug your knees in. Maybe you just want to rest for a moment with your feet apart, knees together, feet together, knees apart. And then everyone eventually draw your right knee in towards your belly and extend your left leg out long. Extend your right leg up towards the sky, hands behind your right thigh. So bend your knee if you need to, but straighten your leg as much as you can. Press through your heel, flex your toes. Try to neutralize your spine. Backs of your shoulders, backs of your hips are rooted. Breathe into the length of your right leg. And you are welcome to keep your right leg extended for this, or if you want, you can bend your right knee, but we're moving into a supine spinal twist. So kind of scoot your hips over and roll onto your left side. If you want to try to keep your right leg extended, you are more than welcome to. If you want to just let your knee bend, totally fine as well. Just give yourself about 3 or 4 deep breaths. Let your body really start to give into gravity. Be held. Just chill. Make sure your breath can move all the way down, even still. So even as we're kind of cooling down, winding down, for just a little bit longer, those big deep breaths, ujjayi breath, your vibrant breath, it's still flowing through. Take one more round where you're at. And then slowly ease your way back to center. Keep your left leg extended. So if you need to, kind of scoot your hips back in line with your shoulders. Hug your right knee all the way up towards your right armpit. Hands around the front of your shin or back of your thigh. Give your right knee a big squeeze, squeeze, squeeze up towards your right armpit as you take a huge Buddha belly breath. And then half happy baby with your right leg. Imagine as you move into your half happy baby that there's a heavy sandbag on top of your left thigh. Pull down with your right arm, press up through your right heel, neutral spine. Yeah, good. Take one more breath in your half happy baby. And release either a full body stretch or just a little micro shavasana. You could even give your legs a little shaky shake if you want. Keep your right leg now extended out in front of you. Draw your left knee towards your belly. Hands behind your left thigh and extend your left leg straight up. Flex your toes back, press through your heel. And if it pulls on your low back, bend your left knee as much as you need to. Yeah, I like that modification, Sue. So also, you could also bend your right knee, right foot on the ground if that feels better for you. Take a moment just to breathe length into your left leg. Stay neutral through your spine. And then your choice, you can keep your leg extended or choose to bend your left knee as you move into your supine twist. So left arm out, scoot your hips to the left just a bit, roll over onto your right side. Shoulders and heart square towards the sky. Ujjayi, your vibrant breath still moving down into your belly, your low back, your pelvis. Very bottom of your next exhalation, come back to center. Adjust as needed so that your hips are straight down from shoulders. Kind of scoot your hips around and then hug. Your right leg stays extended. Hug your left knee up towards your left armpit. Hands around front of shin or back of thigh. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Big Buddha belly breath. And half happy baby with your left leg. And after a couple rounds or so in your half happy baby, you can turn it into a full happy baby. And in your full happy baby, just embody a happy baby. Rock side to side, maybe extend one or both legs. And if there are any other poses, stretches, movements that will complete your practice for you, please give yourself about 5 to 10 rounds to move through them. If you want to go straight into your Shavasana, that is absolutely fine with me. So just a quick thought for you as you make your way into your Shavasana. And I don't actually even know who said this. It says, fall in love with taking care of yourself. Fall in love with the path of deep healing. Fall in love with becoming the best version of yourself, but with patience, with compassion, and with respect to your own journey. Fall in love with taking care of yourself. Fall in love with the path of deep healing. Fall in love with becoming the best version of yourself, but with patience, with compassion, and with respect to your own journey. So these last few moments, friends, just let your breath become completely effortless. Let your body just give in and melt. And let the vibrations of the bowls, let the frequencies, the sounds, just move through the space inside of you. Stir up anything that needs to be stirred up. And if at any point it feels like too much, it feels uncomfortable or overwhelming, big deep breaths, sigh it out your mouth. These last few moments, just soak it all in. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Just start to wiggle through your fingers and toes. Bring gentle movement back into your body. And slowly find your way as you're ready onto either side. Just a nurturing fetal position. And as you rest for one last moment on your side body, this is nurturing pose. Really give your practice a moment to sink in. Give that sound bath a moment to sink in. Maybe there's some way you even visualize it. You imagine pieces of stardust just twinkling around inside and then disappearing inside of your body, becoming a part of you. Just use the strength in your arms as you're ready to slowly find your way up into seated meditation. So we will seal our practice, close our practice intentionally and symbolically together. So as you sit, just bring your hands to your heart, either prayer position or one palm pressed on top of the other. Close your eyes and we will together end with one collective Om. So try not to worry too much about how you sound, but focus on how it feels to use your voice to take it all the way down from your belly, move it through your body and express it out your mouth. So feel it and hear it, your own vibration. Exhale, empty out, clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Inhale, open your mouth big and wide. Ah. Thank you so much, friends, for being here, for letting me guide you. Namaste. Thank you, guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Love having you on Thursdays, girl.
Yeah. Thank you.
Come on, girl. I love them. Oh, Missy, you did so good. You did so good, yes. You did so good. Yes, you did. Oh my gosh, you were so good, girl. You were so good, girl. There's some water for you and maybe some bite. Look at your beautiful hair. I forget your hair is so, yeah, it's long. Looks beautiful, Jill.
When I'm turning the voice.
Don't even know, it's not my clean hands. I bet she's dead.
You're like, so I got long hair again. I think it's beautiful.